Hello, Darklings! My name is Darkman the Gone, but you can call me Minna, and today I'm going to go over how I put together my Montgomery Gator closet cosplay for TikTok. I'm so excited for this. Monty's one of my favorites, so let's go. Let's get into this. Okay, so let's start off with Monty's makeup. I immediately knew a few things that I wanted to add. One, his freckles, and two, the little lightning bolt down his snout. I won't deny that for the lightning bolt, I knew I would be using David Bowie for inspiration, all because my cosplay wife, CJ, mentioned it. But I didn't want it to cover my entire face. That's when I started experimenting until I landed on the wing lightning bolt coming down Monty's eye. Of course, I also added glitter to the top of the bolt to go with the other FNAF characters as well. That was one consistency I wanted between all of them. Once I started working on Monty's makeup and seeing it all come together, I ended up not adding all of the freckles I originally planned on. Of course, his little dots/scale things were still there. I couldn't leave those out. For some final touches to his makeup, I added upturned lips to his upper lip to give the illusion of a bigger mouth. And then, just for fun, I added a star-shaped highlight to his nose. I just liked how it looked. I also felt like it was so him. It worked so well. Second, his hair. I think it's pretty obvious that I stuck with Monty's mohawk for this look, and that I used my own hair to do so. All I did for it was spray the mohawk part red with some hairspray, and colored the shaved parts green with face paint. This is actually one of my favorite ways to color my hair for makeup looks. If you don't want to have a mohawk or shave your head, I do have two suggestions for you. One, you could get a bald cap and one of these mohawk pieces. I have one for my OC, Ava Ray, and it's super easy to use. The hard part is mastering bald caps, but I swear they're not as hard as they seem. Two is this wig from Arda wigs. It requires a ton of styling. I have two of them, one for my OC/persona Minna that I used once and never again, and the other one for Haru from Fruit Baskets, which I haven't finished because of how much this wig requires styling. But either way, it's definitely the right style, and you don't have to sew two wigs together for it, so haha. Moving on to Monty's contacts. For Monty's eyes, I did a lot of debating because I didn't end up cosplaying him until after Ruin came out. And if you didn't know, his eyes change color between the two. In Security Breach, they're more red, while as a Chihuahua, his eyes are orange. Now, I don't have any orange contacts, but I have a lot of different red ones, and as I was looking, I realized I had literal fire contacts that I bought for my Heat Miser cosplay. I thought they were perfect because from a distance they look more orange, but up close you can see that they're red and yellow. Moving on to some of my favorite things, teeth and other non-human things. For Monty, using my Grell teeth from Dental Distortions was a no-brainer. I knew I was going to use them from the very get-go. What I struggled with more was adding other things to him. Like, I debated giving him pointed ears, and at one point also debated on giving him spikes for whatever reason. All because I felt like Monty just looked too plain, but after trusting the process, I found that he didn't need anything more. Finally, for the best part, Monty's outfit. Now, because I wasn't using face paint for these guys and turned all of them into human versions of the characters, I was determined to stick to their color schemes for their outfits. I knew pretty quickly that I would be using this green jacket for Monty, But since he's shirtless in the games, I've fully debated on using my silicone chest for him. The problem? It's kind of suffocating because of how it fits around the neck. Plus, it's not exactly easy to take off, so I just didn't want to deal with it. So binder and yellow button-up it was. A cool trick I did with the button-up, I rolled up the sleeves to cover up the ends of the green jacket sleeves. I did this because the ends have this stripe design I didn't like for Monty, plus layering it like this added a bit more bulk to my arms. Since I only did Monty for TikTok, I didn't need to create an entire outfit for him, but I have considered doing a full cosplay for Monty after just how much I loved cosplaying him. For his pants, I have this pair of white slacks with a houndstooth pattern, I hope that's how it's said. With some green dye, these pants would be perfect. Now Monty's shoes, you would think I wouldn't have anything, but I actually have these purple ankle boots that I feel work perfectly with the style that I went for. Although, in a perfect world, I would have faux alligator purple shoes for him because they would 1010% go with a human version of Monty, and you can't tell me otherwise. Moving on to accessories, because Monty has a lot of them. First, his glasses. I ended up buying these at a thrift rave alternative store because as soon as I saw them, I knew I needed them. Even though this was supposed to be a closet cosplay, I did originally buy them for Monty, but I knew I would use these again. Sadly, they're not stars, but they're perfect. Second, his bracelets and gloves. Since I didn't have purple gloves, but I had these purple bracelets, I decided to wear them with black gloves and just switch the colors. I felt like it still worked just fine. Next, Monty's shoulder pads. I don't own any shoulder pads, so I went through a couple of different thoughts for this. Originally, I was going to wear this purple trench coat that I have, but it just looked bulky in the worst way and wasn't laying right at all. Then I considered adding a scarf in a very glam rock 80s way, but I didn't have any purple scarves that were the right color for what I wanted for Monty. Finally, I landed on using earrings to add that purple element, and of course, I forgot to wear them. So the ones I was going to wear were just like the ones I wore for Freddy, but I was going to wear a purple lightning bolt with a purple star and 2 yellow star earrings. Guess that wasn't that many accessories after all. Oh well. Anyways, moving on. Nails / claws and extra things. So Monty's claws were very easy. I simply wore black stiletto nails for his claws that are just black. Enough said. Moving on. I'm gonna move to doing Shattered Monty's makeup. I basically looked at where Monty's cracks were over his face and did my best to replicate that onto my own human face. I will say I was planning to add cracks to my chest and neck as well, but after doing one robot arm, I called it good. I didn't even do his other hand because of how much work just one arm was. I do wish I had added more dirt and grime to his face after all the cracks. Sadly, I didn't think about it until later when I was looking over the videos, but either way, I'm very happy with how my closet cosplay of Monty turned out, and he was just so much fun. I do want to add that I am so mad at myself for not finding my Guitar Hero guitar for Monty. I just think it would have been great. Next time though, I will have it. I promise. Because it'll be great for TikToks. That is all. Anyways, thank you so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to attack, respectfully of course, that like button, and don't forget to attack that subscribe button as well. And if you're feeling real spunky, please press that bell icon to get notified when I post a new video. If you want to see more of what I do, check out my TikTok and Instagram, both of which are in the description box below. Thank you again, and until next time, bye bye!